Hello everyone! Hello and welcome to an end-of-year broadcast here at Black Shadow Incorporated. Yours truly here, of course, as we look to bring 2015 to a close. We're recording here on Christmas Eve as we are all tucking into our, as it gets cold outside. Unless you're living like down in Australia, in which case, you won't apply. But I have to cater for what I'm used to here, you see. Anyways, I do thank you all very much for joining me for what's going to be a reasonably important update video, actually. I mentioned this on Twitter a couple of days ago. For those of you who followed along with me on there at the link provided in your description, please follow, it would be appreciated. Thumbs up! Right then, folks, so enough diddle-daddling. First of all, I suppose we've got a few things to talk about moving forward into 2016. A certain game which is due to be released in about 4 weeks' time. But before we get to that, I suppose we should have a look quickly at 2015, which has been quite a heck of a year for this channel, folks. I'm not going to bore you guys too much with what's happened, but I do have to say a huge thank you to everyone who has watched on the channel over the past 12 months, folks. I went into the YouTube analytics, there you go, which is a feature that YouTube has for channels. I'm sure a lot of you guys probably know, where you can use it to monitor, the stats for channel. I don't know what on earth it is, but you guys clearly need to do something a bit more productive with your time. The stats for the channel, I couldn't believe it. I haven't seen for ages, folks. Over the past year, this channel has had 250,000 views, which is the best part of half of the views this channel has had in total. 3.2 million minutes of footage has been watched on this channel this year. 3.2 million minutes. That is a ridiculous number. I never thought a number like that would happen on this channel. Never ever. I mean, that is a quite incredible number, folks. Seriously, you need to do something better with your time. Clearly, I don't know what you're doing sitting here listening to this. There's some madman waffling on for 10 minutes. But it has been quite a year, actually, I will admit, folks. We have no doubt the one that, it's been quite an advance for the channel, certainly. I mean, the big thing, of course, finally having HD equipment available for the channel, which we got back in the summer, which led to the announcement and recording of Resident Evil HD. Still, I would argue, one of the best viewed still the best viewed LP on release that this channel has ever had, without a question. Was absolutely fantastic. We went and we redid Resident Evil HD as well, folks, which was a bit of an odd LP to start with, because we'd all done it before, it was so casual. And then culminating in our knife run, which was different. For those of you who did not see that knife run, where have you been the past several months? We've taken care of some really big games, actually, this year, folks. I mean, those two, finally playing the original Metal Gear Solid, Final Fantasy X, even starting the year out straight out of straight out of Los Santos. My apologies there. But, admittedly, although we haven't done that many varying LPs, which is why I've started NES season for like the past few weeks, has been, we've taken some really big games, folks, and clearly they've been really heavily viewed, and again, I thank you guys so much for everything for that. I do hope everyone has been enjoying the change of pace as well on the channel the past few weeks. As I say, with NES season, just bringing a whole wide variety of games. I've still got a few more to do as well. I've already recorded the next 2 LPs, which was surprisingly, especially the first one I'll be uploading, I didn't know if it would really take off particularly well. It's a genre of games that I want to do more of because I do enjoy them. And I figured, well, it's a good chance to give it a trial, and it was a surprisingly interesting LP to do, folks. And of course, doing all this with Crash Bandicoot Warped, which I must admit has been so much better received than I ever thought it would be. I really, really am surprised how much has been watched, and I thank everyone for it. Clearly, a game like that brings up a lot of memories for a lot of people, and a lot of people have also been asking me, Black Shadow, will you be doing Crash Bandicoot 2? And a lot of people have been saying it, and I guess when so many people ask you, it's kind of hard to turn it down, but we won't be. I will be doing Crash Bandicoot 2. I'm not entirely sure when yet. It's not going to be straight afterwards, folks, but I'll be certainly looking to do it at some point, probably like mid-ish year. We'll see how we go. It's a bit of a weird point now as we are, unfortunately, though, because I'm kind of having to run in to a certain game, which after the last update video I did, got announced about 2 days afterwards when it was going to be released. Usual timing, you'll see. And that is Resident Evil 0 HD. Now, admittedly, a while back, I did say that I wasn't going to be LPing Resident Evil 0 HD unless it had new features in it, which it does. The mysterious Wesker mode, whatever the heck that actually is. Well, I know a little bit about it, but not too much. And the decision that I have made is that the game comes out here in the UK January 22nd. And the plan is for Resident Evil 0 is I am going to be making it the very first game that I have ever LP'd on release. I will be looking to get that game, and the first time I sit down with it, I will be recording it. This is also slightly in lieu for Resident Evil 2, as Capcom are looking to remake that. And I'll be looking to do the same thing with there. So it makes Resident Evil 0, I mean, it'll be interesting playing through the game, seeing as we've already played it before. But actually the fact that, as I moved the mic away a touch, just a bit loud, a bit late now, with that game, I'll be looking to do the same thing as well. Resident Evil 0 HD will be the first game that this channel will be LPing on release. Certainly trying to kick 2016 off in style. So we'll be doing a little bit of bits and pieces until then. Like I say, I've got a couple NES games that I'll be looking to record in between now and then. 2 that I've recorded, 1 more as well. We'll also be looking to finish off Crash Bandicoot Warped, which I've recorded up to the video that was uploaded yesterday. So my evening tonight's going to be spent recording probably the rest of that game, or as much of it as I can. And then between the end of that and November 22nd, or November 22nd, January 22nd, because I know Crash Bandicoot won't fill that whole gap, I have got a game already in mind that I'll be LPing in between now and then. And no, as I've said, it's not Crash Bandicoot 2, but you're not a million miles away. You're not a million miles away, but no spoilers here, of course. So as far as a couple other titles going into the new year, we've got some big titles looking to do. I mean, let's go marquee titles, for example. I mean, Silent Hill 3, as I said I was going to be doing, and then suddenly Resident Evil 0 HD decided it wanted to be released on right at the same bloody time. The plan is I will be looking to record Silent Hill 3 on the conclusion of Resident Evil 0, and there's been an interesting development with that as well. I've kept this under wraps a little bit, folks, but basically what has happened is, courtesy of my brother, who a lot of people here probably didn't realise I actually have one, they never come in conversation. I actually have a brother who lives down Sussex way on the south coast, and he has been very, very generous. And he has decided to get hold for me a PlayStation 3. Now, I know we're in the era of Xbox One and PS4, and I didn't have a PS3, but the thing is that what it does is it suddenly means that some of these games that I was curious about doing but couldn't touch because, they were Sony exclusive, suddenly the range has widened a bit. So, you know, certain times people have asked me in the past if I could do, and I had to say, I can't yet, I don't have the console, like, I don't know, The Last of Us, which I've never played? Yeah! The Last of Us Blind! That could be a thing in the new year. Like I said, we're looking to kick off in style. So yeah, and Silent Hill 3, I know there is a HD version of that. I may or may not do that, I don't know yet. But it also means for other games looking in the future, like Final Fantasy X-2, the sequel to Final Fantasy X, people wondering to know if I would be LPing that game. The answer is I will hope to do at some point, but now I have the option to record the HD version potentially, which would be cool. So yeah, folks. And there's also obviously other big titles looking to come up, you know. I mean, like Grand Theft Auto. We got Grand Theft Auto 4 that'll be coming out. I'm hoping some point around the spring. You know, Metal Gear Solid, I'll be looking obviously to do more of those games. Metal Gear Solid 2 certainly be looking to do that some point over the course of the year. We've got the next RPG LP certainly to do. I don't know when exactly that's going to be. The problem is I've got about 4 different titles to choose from, and when they take as long as they do, you see the problem there. As well as a couple of other titles that I am looking to do, but I'm going to hold those cards close to my chest. I can't reveal everything now, can I, folks? Where would the fun in that be? But yeah, I think 2015 has been a heck of a year, folks. The channel has advanced so far in the past 6 months, let alone 12. And I really think that 2016 could be a really, really big year. I think Resident Evil 0, recording that on release as well, could be very important because, you know, when these games come out and people are curious about them. So we'll see how that goes. Anyways, I think that's pretty much going to be all for this update video, folks. I don't want to leave this going too long, to be honest. You guys have got better things to be doing than listening to me today. This is only going to be a video uploaded tonight. I'll also not be uploading anything on Christmas Day. However, I expect you all back very promptly. First thing, Boxing Day, where we will be continuing this season and a little bit more Crash Bandicoot. And we'll be running on with various LPs until January 22nd, folks. So I thank you very much for listening. I hope you guys all enjoy your, you know, your Christmases and all that. And I'll expect to see you very prompt Boxing Day. Thanks for listening. I'll see you then.